Why we were cursed to die. Long ago, when the world was young and the skies were always bright, humans lived forever. There was no sickness, no old age, and no death. People walked the earth without fear, for time could not touch them. The gods watched over them, smiling at their joy, for in those days humans and gods were close. But why, then, did death come into the world? Why were we cursed to grow old and perish? This is the story of how death came to be. In the beginning, the gods gave humans a simple rule: do not eat the fruit of the golden tree. This tree stood at the heart of the first village, its branches heavy with shining fruit that glowed like the sun. The gods explained, "This fruit is not for you. It belongs to the spirits alone. If you eat it, you will bring sorrow upon yourselves." For many years, the people obeyed. They lived happily, never growing old, never knowing pain. But as time passed, whispers began to spread. Some wondered why the gods kept such a beautiful fruit for themselves. Others grew curious. What power did it hold? Why were they forbidden from tasting it? One day, a young woman named Liora stood beneath the golden tree, gazing up at its fruit. She was brave and clever, but also proud. "Why should the gods keep secrets from us?" she asked aloud. "If they truly love us, why deny us knowledge?" Her words stirred the hearts of the villagers. Soon many began to question the gods' command. A man named Kael, who was both strong and restless, said, "Perhaps the fruit will make us like the gods. Perhaps they fear our power." Liora and Kael decided to take the fruit. That night, while the village slept, they crept to the golden tree. Liora climbed its branches, plucked 2 shining fruits, and handed one to Kael. Together they took a bite. At first they felt nothing, but as the juice touched their tongues, a strange warmth spread through their bodies. Their hearts beat faster, their skin tingled, and for a moment they felt invincible. Then the pain came. Liora cried out as her bones ached. Kael clutched his chest, gasping for breath. The villagers awoke to their screams and rushed to the tree, only to watch in horror as Liora and Kael crumpled to the ground. Their hair turned white, their skin wrinkled, and their breaths grew shallow. The gods appeared, their faces filled with sorrow. "You have eaten the fruit of time," they said. "Now you will know its weight." The villagers begged for mercy. "Forgive them. Take back this curse." But the gods shook their heads. "The fruit cannot be uneaten. From this day forward all humans will age. You will grow weak, you will fall ill, and in time you will return to the earth. This is the price of your defiance." Liora, now old and frail, wept. "We did not know the cost." The gods softened. "There is a gift in this curse," they said. "Because your days are numbered, you will cherish them. You will love deeply. For love is sweeter when time is short. You will create, for beauty matters when it does not last forever. And you will remember, life is precious because it ends." With those words, the gods vanished, leaving humans to face their new fate. And so, death entered the world. People learned to mourn, but they also learned to hope. They told stories of those who had passed, keeping their memories alive. They held their children close, knowing time was fleeting. Some say the gods wept that day, for they had loved their immortal children. Others say they smiled, for humans had learned the lesson even the gods had struggled with. True wisdom comes from understanding loss. And so, when you ask why we must die, remember the golden tree. Remember Liora and Kael. We were not cursed out of cruelty, but because without an end there can be no true beginning. Without death, life would have no meaning. And that is why we were cursed to die. End of story. Would you like any adjustments to the tone or length? I can expand certain parts or simplify further if needed.